there are no movie stars anymore.
Not like there used to be.
And if you don't have a movie star, and I'll still, Tom Cruise fits the bill still, right?
62 years old.
And he's, he's defying, he's death defying to make it a point, which, come on. But if you don't have a movie star and you don't have that where everybody knows you, they're not going to pay that $20.
And that leads me to...
And larger, there is no larger than life then, besides the screen.
Yes. And that's true. You have to want to see someone's face that big.
Yeah.
And that's where movie stars, male and female, have that appeal, that charisma that jumps off the screen. And you have people like Jennifer Lawrence, who's slowed down her output as an actress. Who do we have? Who's left? And those names are not carrying the weight they used to.
No.
It's all changing.
Right.
For good or ill. And I think it leans more towards ill, because for me, larger than life goes beyond the star, which is something I will never forget as long as I live. I was in college in '94, and they took over a year before Jurassic Park hit VHS. And this guy never saw it in the theater. He watched it on a 13-inch TV VCR combo, smaller than this laptop.
Yeah.
And he saw it. He's like, I don't see what the big deal is. And I'm like,
yeah,
literally, you don't know what the big deal is. Like, because you're talking about a 4-inch tall dinosaur as opposed to a 24-foot tall dinosaur. Which one is going to affect you psychologically? Yeah. Well, and that same thing with like Titanic. It's like the sense of this boat having scale is you're looking at a 40-foot tall, 40-foot long screen as this boat slowly moves. You have the surround sound. It's rumbling your chair. You have a sense of scale and excitement.
Yeah.
And then you're sharing that experience with everybody around you, that sense of awe. That is not something you'll ever get, no matter how big your TV is at home. By watching it by yourself or in such a small group, you are not going to replicate that actual theatrical experience.
Yeah. Well, I don't disagree with that. But one thing that I realized, I didn't realize this at first, because everything you're talking about, I agree with at the theater, and having that experience. And then I started to try to bring that home as well.
Me too. The bigger TV,
nice couches and surround, and that was when you used to be able to get DVDs. It was a little easier, You could really. But when I'm out on a job and I've got three guys with me, younger, working with me, and I see them. Everybody's on their phones, but they have accepted the fact